Hey, Matt here. So, if most of your traffic comes from Google Ads, then I'll explain why email marketing might not have been working for you as good as you expect. And what we did to help a client in this same situation whose email campaigns were looking like this and they're now looking like this. So before they were hit and miss, now we're generating steady, solid sales with email. This is the best strategy that I found, and I haven't seen anybody talk about this. And if you're new here, I'm Matt Pirelli, founder of the agency Email Engineers. The most ambitious 7 to 9 figure e-commerce brands come to us whenever they need to unlock more email revenue with Klaviyo. Some of them get 90% of their customers through Google Ads. And what most marketers don't realize is that for these brands, it's a completely different game. Today, I want to give you the playbook and explain how to blow up your email sales Hiroshima style. We'll go nuclear. Complete mayhem. You'll have to wear a hazmat suit whenever you open up your Klaviyo dashboard. That's my goal for today. So I'll explain how to make campaigns work for you and also email flows like this, because using these strategies, we've doubled the conversion rates in flows. Briefly, before we get to the email stuff, I need to explain some theory. This will take 1 minute tops, but I swear it's going to be critical. So this comes from one of my top 3 personal books on marketing and copywriting, and it's also considered by many of the best marketers that I know to be one of the most important marketing books there are. The book is called Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, and it's an obscure 1966 book. Only until recently it's becoming more mainstream. It's really big and meaty, that's what she said, and one of the most important takeaways is the one of the 5 stages of awareness. 5 different stages a potential customer might be in. And if you understand them, you'll know exactly the type of marketing material to get someone to buy. So this stuff matters. Let's break it down. First, we have the unaware stage. At this stage, they aren't aware of their desire or they need to solve the problem, or they won't honestly admit it. So if most of your traffic comes from Google, this is not relevant because these people already know they have a problem, right? Then someone becomes problem aware. They know they have a problem to solve, but aren't aware of any specific solutions. So if you're doing shopping campaigns, then this doesn't apply. So let's say this is a woman and the problem they became aware of is that she has wrinkles she needs to get rid of, but they don't know of any solution yet. So also this doesn't apply. She's not shopping for your product just yet. Then we have the solution aware. They know there's a solution to their problem, but they don't know of any specific product to solve it. Now here we might be getting into Google Ads territory, but these people still aren't sure about any specific product. If you're selling a face serum to reduce wrinkles, they just know in general that there are products that might solve it. They don't know of any brand or specific product yet. So they are not shopping for your brand or your product. But you still might get some of this traffic. Here's where it becomes relevant, the product aware. They know your products exist, but aren't completely aware of all it does or aren't convinced of how well it does. So at this stage, they're shopping for 2 to 4 different brands. One of those is yours, but they're not ready to pull the trigger on any of them. Then we have the most aware. They know of your product and what it does, but haven't gotten around to purchasing it yet. And this is also relevant for us, but not as much as these 2 stages right here, the solution aware and the product aware, because these are the hardest nuts to crack in a way, but also where most of the money is. So tying it back to email marketing. The biggest mistake that marketers make with Google traffic is sending content that doesn't resonate with the reader stages. Let me give you another example. Someone shopping for creatine. They already know the benefits of creatine, so they will be here in the product aware stage. Again, they want to buy creatine, so they're shopping from 2 to 4 places. It could be that they are shopping from 2 to 4 retailers, people who are buying one specific creatine brand, and they are not looking who to buy it from, or they haven't made up their minds yet, and they are shopping from 2 to 4 brands. The strategy is going to be the same. What they are lacking, and the reason why they're not moving forward, is because they lack trust. That's it. They already want the product. They just want to know yours is the best or your brand is the best place to buy it from. So then the email marketing strategy becomes really simple. Send trust creating emails to prove either your product is the best or your brand is the best place to buy it from in case you are a retailer. For example, an email like this will not work and would not resonate with this audience. How long does it take to see creating results? Why? Because most of them are in the product aware stage. They just want to buy the thing. They already made up their minds about creating. If this strategy resonates with you, it's because this is part of the conviction building strategy that we use with clients to get their emails to perform at the top 1% according to Klaviyo's own benchmarks and have emails with conversion rates that are 10% higher than their competitors. Using this strategy, we send emails that really resonate with subscribers. So also click rates, click-through rates, and revenue per recipient are way higher, 5 times higher than their competitors' average. So I'll show you proper examples sent by us, created by Email Engineers, my agency, for brands that sell on Google. But just to drive it home, this is the strategy: trust creating emails that appeal to the product aware stage. That's it. And if you're familiar with our ways, you might be wondering, what about the desire creating emails? Because conviction building uses these two forces: trust plus desire to get the sale. People are indecisive, and to get the sale, we have to stack enough trust and desire. More trust and more desire until we get the sale. But Google traffic, again, already have the desire to buy the product. They're just missing the trust part to know they're buying it from the right retailer or they're buying the right brand. So desire creating emails represent only about 20% of the emails we send for this type of clients. Now let me show you actual trust creating emails we created from clients that fit into these two categories. The first example I'm going to show you is going to be selling the brand, the product, buy from us. Our product is the best solution for you. The second is a retailer. Buy these products that also other retailers carry, but buy them from us. So the first email goes like this, and it's for skincare, for a face serum that reduces wrinkles. It says the dark truth behind the 163 billion skincare industry and how you can avoid it. Over 2,100 skincare products in the US are filled with toxic chemicals like parabens, phthalates, and other additives that improve shelf life, cost, and effectiveness. This could lead to long-term health issues, hormone disruption, skin irritation, increased risk of cancer. Explore the natural alternative. The 4 natural ingredients that have made over 4,000 women age backwards. Meet the 4 hand-picked ingredients in Blur Rejuvenate First Serum, a nice before and after, and then it dives deeper into each of these unique ingredients. These 4 ingredients work together to give you a serum that not only reduces the signs of aging on your skin, but also keeps you and your face healthy for the long run. Take care of your skin, use Rejuvenate. So the trust creation mechanism we're using here are 2. First, we are confirming their suspicion that there's something shady with the skincare industry. Secondly, we are explaining the mechanism that makes this work so well, better than other alternatives. Make sense? Next email. This one is for a retailer. This brand sells thousands of different lighting options, mainly to contractors. It goes like this. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Albert Einstein. Ever feel like your projects need to keep moving to stay on track? Einstein was onto something. It's all about momentum, and we're here to make sure you never need to hit the brakes on your projects again. Head straight to the finish line with Byrider Electric. At Byrider Electric, our goal is to ensure you keep moving forward, maintaining balance and progressing smoothly to your product's finish line. Here's how we do it. Never search for supplies again. Spending time searching for the right supplies can be a drag, taking crucial time away from making actual progress on your product. Say goodbye to that with Byrider Electric. With us, you're just a few clicks away from accessing over 80,000 different lighting SKUs. No matter what you're searching for, you'll find it here. No slowing down, just seamless access to everything you need. Never wait on supplies again. Not only do you have instant access to a vast selection of lighting supplies right from your phone or computer, but once you click that order button, your new lighting supplies will arrive at your doorstep with nearly lightning fast speed. We understand how crucial time is for your projects, so place your order before 11 a.m. Pacific time and we'll have it shipped out the very same day. No bumps in the road. If you have any questions or if anything goes astray while you shop with us, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to ensure you stay on track and we'll get you back to smooth sailing as soon as possible. Keep your projects moving forward with Byte Electric. And the trust creation mechanism used here is encouraging their goals. They need to get their projects done on time because for them, time is literally money. So we are being very clear, explaining very simple what to expect from us when shopping. So they can meet their goal of meeting deadlines, saving all the headaches and all of that. Now, if you see my previous video on the 20 principles, you also might have seen some of those here, like the ABIs, and all of them are also improving conversion rates. Moving on to a text-based email for this same retailer, this is also creating trust. It goes like this. Kevin here. Today I have a big but friendly warning for you. It comes from a friend's friend, an electrician who made a reputation-destroying mistake. Which will likely cost him thousands of dollars in potential jobs. It goes like this. I was hired by a young family to do a residential project, and at first everything was going smoothly. I was on schedule, doing what I do best, and the family was more than happy with my work. Off to a great start. This is what we strive to do at the end of the day. But then things went a little downhill for him. That was until I needed a specific Lycan, a special fire-rated unit which I've never worked with before. At the start of the project, I thought this would be a piece of cake to find. Boy, was I wrong. He continues, I searched far and wide, going to almost every electrical store I knew about, but nothing. This is something I see way too often, wasting time running from store to store trying to find that one piece, only to be left empty-handed. But it doesn't end there. Eventually, the project was all done except for one room that needed the special lighting can. I explained to the family, but they weren't very impressed. I could imagine. Think about it. You hire someone to do a job, which they tell you they can easily do, only to fall short right at the end. It doesn't leave a very good impression. More. Soon, I had to import a box of these cans from a few states away. I'm in Rhode Island, which meant charging the client more than originally quoted, plus the delay. This sounds like it hurts. I'm sure, like me, you strive to do a good job, leave a good impression, and do what you set out to do. Having to fix a mistake like this isn't the best of feelings. Unfortunately, it left his reputation with a big scar. To say the least, they weren't very happy and left a nasty review on my website. A bad review might seem like a small price to pay, but think about it for a second. Every new client that wants to hire him sees the bad review, potentially costing him tens of thousands of dollars in potential projects. I mean, how many times has a bad review deterred from buying something? Not to mention what these clients told their friends and family. Safe to say, he won't be referred by them anytime soon. He closed off by saying, I wish all my projects could go smoothly. I want to build a reputation for being the go-to guy, and pretty selfishly to get all the projects I can possibly handle. Most of all do, but small mistakes like this can put a pretty big dent in our progress. That's why, when I heard about this story from a friend, I made it my mission to let contractors across the US know what Byte Electric has to offer. Over 80,000 lighting SKUs so they can find every lighting piece they need, avoiding these mistakes. The lowest prices so they can be that guy who quotes less for supplies than everyone else in their area. Super fast shipping so they don't run into any delay when it comes to the project. Also, contractors can build a reputation that makes a client flock to them in hordes. Avoid mistakes, build your reputation with Byte Electric. Shop with confidence. So a very engaging email for someone in this audience. In the trust creation mechanism are two. First, we have relating to common experiences and sharing common values. Showing, demonstrating that we have same values as them. That we, in this case, it's about how important reputation is and all of that. And we're doing this through a story-based email. So this one did really great for us. Hopefully now you can see how it's a day and night difference between emails like this and emails like this that really don't move the sales forward at all. If your traffic comes from Google, these are the types of emails that you need to be sending. Quick side note, if you want to dig deeper into these other principles that I mentioned, this is the video for you to watch next. And you can see these examples are for campaigns, but the same goes for flows. And even more so because people going through your flows, your sequences are hot. They are actively shopping other 2 to 4 brands. If you don't do this, you will literally lose the sale to one of your competitors. So the strategy to fix this is called trust acceleration. And this means injecting as much trust into the emails that you send. If it's a welcome sequence, making sure they trust you over your competitors so you get the sale and not them. So those welcome to the family type of emails do nothing to move a sale forward. For someone in this stage coming from Google, the typical cart abandonment email that says, hey, you forgot about your cart, also doesn't move the sale forward. The reason why they abandon their cart is not because they forgot. They don't need a reminder. They need to trust you. They need to trust your products. If you can't convey that idea, they will simply buy from one of your competitors and you will lose the sale. So let's prevent that from happening using trust acceleration. Here's an email. I give you a heads up. It's 1,000 words long, but this is turning cold or lukewarm subscribers who are not ready to buy yet and getting them to buy here right on the spot. Let's read it. It's for the same skincare brand as before. Hey, Blair here from the Imbler team. Just wanted to reach out and let you know to keep an eye on your inbox. I'm going to be personally sending you awesome emails throughout the weeks that contain helpful skincare tips, stories, and special discounts. So keep a lookout for any messages from me. Here's a quick introduction to me and how Imbler changed my life. It all started about 14 months ago. At that time, I've had fine lines and wrinkles on my face for quite a while. At 63 years young, it's expected. It was nothing out of the ordinary. That was until one morning when I woke up, got out of bed, looked at myself in the mirror, and, well, it almost seemed like the lines on my face grew deeper overnight. I'm not sure why, but the wrinkles stood out to me more than usual. Am I really getting this old? I thought to myself. I'm not that old yet. But that morning, the lines around my eyes, mouth, and on my forehead told a different story. And as time went on, it just got worse. Believe it or not, I tried to hide it from the world, avoiding pictures, avoiding any events or gatherings with friends. I felt way older than I really was. I know, that's a bit extreme. It's just wrinkles. Yes, that's true, but I couldn't help it. I don't see anything wrong with trying to look your best for as long as you can. And that's exactly what I decided to do. If there was any way to iron out those wrinkles, look younger, and get my confidence back, I was going to find it. So I started searching. Was it easy? Definitely not. I spent the next few months experimenting with anything I could find. Face oils, masks, retinoids, acids, and everything in between. Some made small differences, and others didn't help at all. Some even seemed to damage my skin more than they helped. Putting oils and serums to the side, I decided to look for bigger and more impactful options. Surgery and facial treatments? No thanks. This had potential risk I was not comfortable with, not to mention the big price tag. Not for me. I wanted something natural I could do at home. It wasn't long before I ran out of ideas. Then, one rainy Tuesday afternoon, I ran into an old friend at the grocery store. What blew me away? She's the same age as me, but look years younger, even younger than when I last saw her. Looking at her face, it was smooth. No crow's feet, no wrinkles, and no lines across her face. She almost had a youthful glow to her. I couldn't resist asking, "What's your secret?" She looked at me, glanced around, leaned in, and whispered, "Search for Rejuvenate Face Serum from Imbler on Google." Ha, I thought. No thanks, not another serum. That night, as I was lying in bed, I told my husband about whom I had run into. Telling him about how young she looked prompted us to look at her Facebook pictures, and it was clear. She was literally aging backward. Her most recent photos showed her skin looking younger, clearer, and smoother than it did before. I was honestly in disbelief. I stood up, walked into the bathroom, and looked at my own skin. The difference was huge. With the feeling of frustration pushing up my body, I caved on and went into Imbler's website. I had to find out why this specific serum is so different than everything I've tried. Then I read about this. The Rejuvenate Face Serum uses a unique multi-weight formula. What? Simply put, it uses ingredients of different sizes or weights. This helps the serum get deep into your skin, reaching areas most other skincare products can't. It's almost like it hydrates your skin from the inside out, tackling aging at its source. That, combined with the fact that in a study of 30 women who used Imbler serum for 150 days, 100% say their skin looked younger, 95% noticed fewer wrinkles and fine lines, and another 95% observed their dark spot appear brighter and more evened out. It pushed me over the edge. I ordered 3 bottles of their serums. If I was going to try it, I was going to go all the way. A few days later, I had a knock at my front door, and sure enough, there it was. I took the package, cut it open, and pulled out the bottles of face serum. I immediately went to the bathroom and massaged some drops into my face. It felt smooth on my skin, almost luxurious, and it absorbed almost instantly, which was surprising. Up to this point, most serums I tried barely absorbed at all and left my skin feeling sticky, but not this one. I keep applying it every morning and night for the next few weeks. With time, I will see my wrinkles starting to look lighter, fine lines reducing, and almost every week I saw a younger version of myself staring at me in the mirror. When did I really know it was working? When people started giving me compliments. My husband, kids, family, and friends will all comment on how good my skin was looking. This took my confidence to a whole new level. I finally felt as young as I really was. What are you using for your skin? They will ask. Of course, I will send them to Imbler. In fact, I was so surprised at how effective the serum was that I reached out to the Imbler team. What ended up happening, I became part of their team to help spread this serum to more women around the world. Now we have over 4,000 women around the world look and feel younger. Amazing, isn't it? Try the Rejuvenate Face Serum for yourself. You'll love the difference it makes. Blair, the Imbler team. Huge! This is long and huge, and that is what she said again. And if it's your first time seeing text-based emails, you might be wondering, do people really read this? And yes, they do. This is part of the strategy we use to double conversion rates and also have our clients' Klaviyo accounts performing at the top 1% of their competitors. So someone who's going through this problem, who has these insecurities, is gonna eat this email. And hopefully, as a good marketer yourself, you spotted out some elements we use here to incept them with the idea to buy more units and also tackle some objections along the way. So this is a strategy of trust acceleration. And it's also critical if most of your customers are coming through Google. You want to get a sale before one of your competitors does. And this is what it takes. So hopefully this whole strategy is clear now. Hopefully you know the type of emails to be sending, trust creating emails, and also applying the trust acceleration strategy with your flows. Finally, if you are a brand owner, a CMO, and you want us to apply this strategy for you, there's going to be a link in the description for you to schedule a call directly with me. Else, if you want to learn more email marketing strategies, there's going to be a link to a case study video. It's free to watch, and you'll learn exactly 3 tweaks that we made to help them generate an extra $143,000 per month with Klaviyo. Again, both links are going to be in the description. I'm Matthias Matt Pirelli. Talk soon.